Eric Bellinger here with us. What's up? How you doing?
Man, what's up?
We're so happy that you made some time for us because, we always think we're just little San Diego.
San Diego is family. I'm from LA, so I've been up here, my whole life, just back and forth.
So I'm glad you said that because Frankie, who's normally on with us, by the way, my name is Tati. This is producer Sapphire.
Tati.
We do mornings here in San Diego on JAMN 95.7, and Frankie's normally with us. And Frankie was like, dang, girl, you put it on.
It's just too much. Sensitivity over here.
Just so you know, we ain't professional. We amateurs here doing this right
It's
now.
okay. Should I hold it or you want to be like that? No. It's so cool. I'm cool either way.
No, because I'm gonna extend to later like this.
All right,
She's
cool.
gonna talk to you too because we're
We're
both.
doing our arm workout together.
This is part of our arm workout today. So I was gonna ask you because Frankie was like, it seems like Eric's here a lot. Eric's here in San Diego. He must have people here. So do you have family and friends here in San Diego?
Well, I just come out here a lot to do shows. A lot of club bookings in San Diego, especially starting off with, I Don't Want Her, like that record got a lot of love in Diego. So I was, doing the club hostings, but just coming out here to vacation and relax too. Just hitting the beaches and hitting the different hotels as if I'm going somewhere on a vacation when really it's only a 2-hour drive.
Go ahead, Seth.
So you mentioned San Diego being like your vacation spot. So like, besides just vacationing, for you, the hip hop scene is kind of like, I'm a transplant from LA myself. So the hip hop scene is a little bit different here. Mm-hmm. How do you like to bring that Bellinger flavor, to Dago?
The songs I feel like do all the work for me. You know what I mean? The music, I really always made my career about just the music. You know what I mean? The songs. And I feel like, the energy when I Don't Want Her comes on or the energy when Valet comes on, it's an automatic connection with the people that support my music and the people that have never heard the music just because of the vibe and the chemistry and the aura in the club. So, I'm glad that I kind of early on focused on making sure I had a presence in the club because it definitely, helps me still be able to get booked still from songs 5 years old.
We saw you live at the Hive not too long ago, and we hosted that. JAMN 95.7 hosted that, and all I remember is ladies going crazy. I don't think the ladies know you're married with a kid. Maybe we shouldn't have said that. Maybe that's messing up the family.
That's what the vibe is. You know what I'm saying?
They love you.
They do. I feel like I do it in a way that gives hope. I do it in a way that sets an example. I do it in a way that just is like, it is tangible. It is real. It is still, real men out there that, want to take care of their son and want to make sure that he does weekly vacations with his wife just to make sure that she's always happy while still being at every radio station in America, on tour, in the studio, putting out albums. I still make sure I make time for the family, and I think that if that isn't, you feel me, enough incentive to listen to the music, you don't really, what I'm saying, I'm all good. You can listen to whatever you vibe with.
So G.O.A.T 2.0, is that about the wifey? Because you started out and you're talking about someone, and I'm like, okay.
Bad, slim, thick. All that. It's all real.
The video
Everything.
has Tiana Taylor, though. So was that a friend of yours that you asked to jump on? Okay.
Yeah, I go back with Tiana. We've worked a lot in the past. If you heard Broken Hearted Girl with Fabulous. That's
Casual.
If you heard Casual. You know what I'm saying? And, that's just been my girl for a long time. And, for the video, I needed somebody that was going to be absolutely, without a doubt, you know what I'm saying, the GOAT, you feel me? And I think Tiana Taylor is just the perfect fit, you know what I mean? And she killed it, you know what I mean? So shout out to her. And you know what I mean? Everything that she's doing, got the TV show booming, and it's dope. I just wanted to reach out on some, hey, you mind doing this for me? Would you do that? She was like, I got you. Pulled up, it was a movie.
I gotta say, you and Tiana definitely have like that Jay-Z, Beyonce kind of married in music feel.
It's crazy because we finally have linked on some I get you, you get me, let's keep going.
You're every time you guys have done a feature together, it definitely, you could see the maturity.
Yeah.
Like I said, my all-time favorite by you is Casual.
Thank you.
With Tiana.
Thank you.
Actually, even the whole Rebirth album, Do for Love, all that.
Thank you.
Again, you do make some songs that like some certified baby making.
Certified, even up tempos.
Yes.
They sexy, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to always be to R&B what Usher was and is still, but in the timing of like the Confessions, you know, and like Trey Songz when he put out Invented Sex.
Yes.
Them songs, you know, just had so much meaning and they had so much impact on the culture. And I think it's because of the quality, you know what I mean? I think it's because of the time that they put in. I think it's because of the, you know, the substance, you know, and I always wanted to have that same effect, you know, on people when they heard my music from when I heard them songs. You know, you could play them songs right now, even like Chris Brown with Strip, you know, that type of R&B to where it's just an undeniable hooky song, every single part.
Is it different for you being an artist versus being a songwriter and a producer? Like, are you 10 times harder on yourself when it comes to your own craft?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. When I do my own projects, you know, I just do song after song after song after song, and then I narrow it down. And then I keep going, and then I narrow it down. So I'm chipping away at what I feel like is a masterpiece 3 months ago. I'm still chipping away, but I'm like, it's not out yet, so I got time.
Right.
You know, but this Easy Call album I turned this album in last year. You know what I'm saying? So literally like turned in last year and completed it last year. So that just goes to show how far out I am with my music, because I still been working since, you feel me, December. So I'm already lined up for the next project. So for me, it's just creating what I feel, sending it over to Neem and the team, and then it's easy.
So let me ask you this, since you did give us kind of a behind the scenes. You said this album a year ago you had already had it done, and you're just kind of perfecting it and trying to figure out, you know, what you're gonna put together for the mass audiences.
Yeah.
Most of the audience, they don't know these kind of things. Like, dang, you made it a year ago. Is that why there is a 2.0 version of a song?
So G.O.A.T, that's the main lead single, and that was actually on a project called R&Beef for President, like 2 years ago.
Okay.
With an incredible artist by the name of A-Rock. And with the reaction that it was doing, you know, since it was on an EP, you know, Gazi and the guys, the whole team was like, let's just make it a remix. You feel me? Let's see who we can get on the remix. Let's shoot another video. And, you know, I had this type of vibe happen before with Valet. I had it with, you know, T-Fly and with Pleasure P, and then we did a remix and put 2 Chainz and Fetty Wap on it. And that was like, let's do the same type of vibe and just make this the lead single for Easy Call. But it would be crazy to move on to another album when that song is already just performing on its own.
It has wheels. It's gaining traction.
Exactly.
So there's no shade, and people sometimes they see this, that artists do this, and they want to troll and they want to figure out, well why make the 2.0? What was wrong with A-Rock? And it's nothing like that. It's just to repackage and keep going with the momentum.
Keep it fresh.
Got it. So something else about behind the scenes I want to ask you. You say R&B and you want your music to stand out like Usher and all the greats, you know, but what I want to know is, do you care that people box you into just the R&B realm? It seems like they separate. Like here in this building, we have a pop station and we have a hip hop and R&B station.
Right.
I think a lot of times we share the music. Does it bother you that they have to put you in one box and then it's like, okay, if it's not R&B, then and it's not, you know, if it's not pop, does it bother you, the genre of separating?
At first it did, but now I think I understand radio and I understand what it means to have a rhythmic station and what it means to have an urban station, you know, and to be able to, I mean, I'm lit, you know what I'm saying? So to be able to cater my songs to both formats on purpose was always the vibe. My songs is urban and they rhythmic and they pop and they hip hop and they feel good and they classic. So it's all of these things rolled into one each time on purpose. Instead of like, oh my God, you feel me? Like, I just got to step my game up and do whatever I can to make sure that I'm able to hit all the formats and all the platforms.
Got a question. The mixtapes.
Yeah.
There's a different feel from the mixtapes from the albums, at least from my perspective.
Yeah, it is.
How does that, you know, work for someone like yourself, you know, making it off of the radio play, underground play? Because we are in an era of like mixtape. After mixtape, then you release that album. So for you, this is like what, number 2?
Yeah,
this is the second album.
Yeah, because the Rebirth was really my only album.
Right.
In my idea, and then you know, now Easy Call is the second album, like you said, and the other projects to me, I always was like, man, I'm not signed to a major label. I'm an independent artist that you know, the money that hits my account from iTunes, I immediately turn it around and shoot a video with it. You know what I'm saying? So those projects, for me to be compared to artists with like Beyonce when she releases, and like we both put out albums, it's really not the same if you're talking numbers and if you're talking analytics. But the thing is, the people don't know that. You know, they don't. They like you put out a project. You know what I'm saying? So I always was calling it EP and calling it a mixtape or you know whatever it was. Just to try to avoid it in my head mentally, to not be put in the box of my first week sales and all that kind of stuff. But I just kind of felt like, yo, you gotta just eat it. You feel me? Like if you want to be out here, you want to be independent, and you don't want to sign to no label, you gotta, you know, deal with whatever comes with having to be compared to a Bryson Tiller and you know Chris Brown, Trey Songz, Tory, all these guys, because we in the same genre. We all making R&B music. You know what I'm saying? So
let me ask. I gotta ask. You're dropping on the same day as Cardi B, and you know right now she's like the biggest thing. So what's that like for you to know that you're dropping on the same day? I mean,
so before, I didn't know that. You know, I had my pre-order link out, you know, a couple months ago. So, you know, of course, I was completely unaware. And
she came out of nowhere with that release date, right?
She did. Every artist wants to be number one. You know, I'm only working to go number one. Why am I? You know what I'm saying? I'm just that type of artist. Some people do it just to do it, but I'm out here really trying to compete. I'm really trying to go hard. So when I saw that, I was like, I was like,
did that make you hungry?
It make me hungry. You want to know what I did? So look, I went back and I grabbed the cover of the magazine when 50 Cent and Kanye was on the cover of it, and they were competing. Their albums came out the same day, and it was almost like my fans against his fans. We head to head like it's a fight, you know what I'm saying? So I sent it to them like, hey, we need to make a magazine cover.
Right.
We need to duplicate the same thing and do the same type of promo, like with the same type of marketing that they did back in the day. Just because they ain't did it again don't mean it won't work.
What
it's
they
all
say?
The same thing under the sun.
What they say?
They said they love the idea.
But where's
I want to see that promo pic.
It's tomorrow.
It's okay. It's all good.
I think it's a great idea, though.
But I just feel like let's have fun with it. But for sure, I'm trying to go number one. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man. And I was like, maybe we could hold down an R&B chart. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, whatever it may be, maybe it might be a streaming thing. Maybe whatever it is, though, I know she's going to drive people, you know, to iTunes as well. So when they going to get that album, they also going to see that easy call with me looking nice and sexy with my abdomens looking like I just left 24-hour fitness. The blonde was booming that day. You know what I'm saying? I had my fresh, you feel me, vintage shades on. Everything was lit, you know what I'm saying? So maybe that album cover is enticing enough to make somebody click on it and they hit that number one, and then maybe they scroll on number two, and then they be like, oh, this is why I came here in the first place. And I'd be like, Cardi.
Yeah. Well, we're rooting for you. We're rooting for you. When I saw that, I was like, dang, you know what I mean? Like, same feeling, I'm sure. Your album release party, let's talk about this.
Oh, man, album release party, secret show. Oh, it's gonna be crazy. Haven't announced it yet. And
can you tell us what city?
It's LA. It's definitely gonna be in LA.
Dang, I gotta go drive up now.
So pay attention to my Instagram posts. Put the notifications on, because not everybody gonna fit up in there. And yeah, that's all.
That's it. Dang.
That's it.
Dang.
All right.
But it's free. It's free.
Oh.
Yeah, so
and
it's
that's
free.
why. That's why it's kind of.
Yeah, I just want my real fans to be in there. I want us to rock out, you feel me? And it's going to be a big enough place, but you feel me? I just want to make sure I do it the way that it's supposed to be done, because it's never been done like this, so I got to still keep it under wraps.
I know Megan still has. We don't want to keep you too long. We know you know, but I know Megan has more. We had a little cheat sheet. You see?
You saying the government name too?
Did I?
Twice.
I'm sorry. Sapphire.
Twice.
Sapphire.
Well, I only go with my government name on the radio, so I know you had something else you want to.
No, hey, you know, have to make mama proud. Hi, moms. The features on this new album, by the way, I mean, you're bringing back an SD legend, a hip hop legend, Mace. You got Wale. You have Neo. Like,
it's going crazy. And you know what I love about it most is that these are all organic friends, relationships that I've gained over the years, and people that want to see me win, people that believe in me, people that I love. as just human beings, you know, and I was able to lock in and, you know, do the things necessary just on both parties. You know what I'm saying? When you asking for something, you got to be able to have something to bring to the table as well. And, you know, if I'm ever going to be like, yo, let's get in, let's do this, you know, it's always under the conditions of, you know, me making sure that I'm of value as well. You know, you got to make yourself be something that people want to work with. People, you know, want to be a part of what you're doing. You know, otherwise, what is the, you know, the whole vibe? You know, it has to work for all partners. And I always really made sure that I was of service. You know, I was of, yo, if y'all need something, let me know what it is. I got you. And I think that really got me in the door, you know, from the behind the scenes, you know, vibe of being a songwriter first. So now it's not like I'm just out here. Yeah, I was like, yo, I'm trying. It's like a real vibe. That, you know.
Got a question. This one, don't hurt me now. So I recently found out that you were married. First and foremost, I did not, and that's bad on my end because again,
we gotta put sound effects to this video.
I've been loving this boy's music. I've been loving your music. But when I saw the bio, I was like, oh my God, he's married? Like the whole time, I really did not know you were married. And then the bomb of the child, I was like, married and he's got a kid. But now I gotta ask, baby making music, like I said, you have some baby making bangers. Yeah. You got the ones for the party. Yeah. Have you shamelessly played yourself?
What?
In the mood, in the bed. You know, some people are like, I want to hear.
Everything is FDA approved before it's released. Yeah, I know what I'm doing, and I'm doing it right, man. I've just entered into a zone and an atmosphere that be as much as as you can. Stop paying attention to where everybody else is at. Stop paying attention to if you're doing it right. Stop worrying about if you're looking good. Stop worrying about if people catch you at a bad angle on a photo. Stop worrying about any of that and just be yourself, because the more you are yourself, the more people will be able to learn, you know, that there's another vibe that's incredible. You know, we can't have you out here trying to be like this or trying to be like that, because that's going to distract you from what the true essence it is that God called you to be, which is really the wave.
I caught a little shade there, right there. And you correct me if I'm wrong.
It's the wave.
Listen, a little bit.
It's the wave.
Are you still beefing with somebody who...
I'm not beefing.
No.
Saying we got beef, homie, you on your own.
You know, because sometimes we think that beef is good. You know, they say good publicity, bad publicity.
Yeah. I mean, it might be beef.
So you guys haven't talked it? You guys are not cool?
No. I mean, I don't know. I haven't talked to him.
Okay.
I haven't talked to him. I just heard he put out a song, so I put out one too. Like, oh, we playing basketball.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You
It
feel
just
me?
and then that was very recently, so that's why I'm like, so.
No, it's definitely like, you feel me? I just dropped the video today too. You feel me? Yeah. Well, so I'm not even like.
We need to cut from this, cut out to the video.
Me, like saying
back.
it's not nothing. I'm just saying like, man, I'm just out here. You feel me? Like about to put my album out. I hear a song. Somebody coming at me. I'm like, who is this?
So you have, and that's the thing. We're in 2018. You have to clap back. You can't just sit there and be like, oh, okay, he's coming for me. I'm just gonna let it be.
Exactly. Okay. Otherwise, people gonna think that that's what the vibe is, and they can do that whenever they want. You know what I'm saying? So I seen it, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and put mine out, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure it's, you feel me, worth listening to.
You almost took it back to where hip hop used to have these beefs, where it wasn't like, oh, let me go on the gram, let me go on Twitter, fire off, blah, blah, blah. It's you fired back. You said it. You did a song. He did a song. You did a song.
He did a song. I did a song. And I'm cool with it just stopping right there. I'm cool with it continuing. Whatever it is, like, I'm cool. I'm having fun with it. You know, I seen it as an opportunity, and I'm an opportunist. You feel me? So, you feel me? I figured, why not write a song that I know everybody has been waiting for me to respond to, because this guy's done some craziness repeatedly, and I've just ignored it. So now that I know that they want to listen, I'm going to make sure that I want them to listen, that I get them to listen to what I want them to listen to, that my album is coming out on Friday. If I'm going to go in a booth, I'm going to make it worth my while. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it worked out for remember now, the whole Drake and Meek Mill. It worked out for other people. So listen, if it works out, it works out.
It works out. The album was already coming out. The album already was full of hits. I was already full of Chanel shoes to pull up to the radio station.
fitted and fresh.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's up? What we doing, man? So yeah, I'm just playing with it. You feel me? You bob, I weave. You weave, I bob. It's easy.
Congratulations on the new album,
Real
the
talk.
album release party that we don't know if we're invited to yet. I know Sapphire
Right.
got.
I'm just saying, y'all think I'm playing. I'm going to drive up. It's only a 2-hour drive.
She
I'm
drives up to LA all the time.
I'm always in LA.
It's gonna be serious. It's gonna be serious.
Thank you so much for giving us some time here at JAMN 95.7. And hopefully you could do, hopefully we're going to just get you on here now on
Yes.
video.
Yes.
Hopefully you come back and do something for us here with your fans in this room. Because
Yes.
this is what we do here.
I would love it. I love it. I love it.
We're
I would
holding
love
them
to
to it.
have you. You got it on the record. On the
Lock
record.
it down.